part 11 of Build the Lancaster Bomber, wireless operator and navigator's table. First we take the support pole 11A, and then part 11A. There is a little square cutout and a square lug. Make sure that the detail part of it is facing downwards, so it would go like that. So I'm gonna put a little bit of cyano on the peg. Push it in. Just make sure it's square before the glue sets. So it's in, and that looks square. Next we take the H2S scope unit 11E and the support 11D. If you notice, it has a flat side and a round, just like a D shape, and the same on the scope unit. So if we just put them in and then squeeze them together. So I'm just going to probably put a little bit of cyano on it just to hold it in place. So if I just grab a little bit of glue, flat edge, flat edge. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Instead of just sticking it on as per instructions, I'm going to do the transmitter next, which is part 11G, and take part 11H, do the same again. It's a D at the back, so it will go that way around. A little bit of glue. Push that in. And the same for the other, for the receiver. There's the back for it. So I've got a D type. Bit glue. This one's slightly a bit smaller and fiddlier. Right, that's in. Next we take the support pole and the scope. I'm just going to put a little bit of cyano on the back of the scope just to hold it in place. It'll only go one way round because there's a big peg and a little peg. So we just pop it in and squeeze it in. Yeah, and that's the scope in place. Before I stick the transmitter and the receiver in, I'm just going to run the blade just around by there just to take a bit of the paint out of the holes, and then hopefully these then will be an easier fit. There we are. So I'm going to put the transmitter on and then the receiver, just trying to dry fit them. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on, because they only go one way round. So you've got a big pin and a little pin, and the same for the transmitter. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the rear of these and then stick them in. So the transmitter first. So I said it only goes one way round, and the transmitter goes to the top. Right, that's the transmitter on. next the receiver. So I only want one way round. Just checking that it's in flush. There we are. Next, I'm going to take the seat and the seat support. The instructions say to put the seat support onto this first, but it's quite an easy fit. So I think, and I noticed the seat is a little bit tighter. So I think instead of gluing this into position and then forcing the seat down onto it, and just holding this bit and squeezing the seat down, I'm just going to do it the other way around. I'm just going to attach the seat to this support and then put the support onto the pole. So a little bit of tried fitting it. So it seems fairly good fit. So a bit of glue on the support, and you can see it's got a flat side and the flat side in the seat, under the seat. So then just push those together. There we are. So that fits fine. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the pegs. And glue it to the bracket. So it goes on the side where the scope is. So that part is complete. Next, we're going to recover the table that we made in a previous issue. This peg there fits into that hole, and there is a little peg here that just rests in that location. So I've just dry fitted it, and it is a little bit tight. So I'm just going to clean out the paint, a little bit of the paint in the hole. And just check. There it goes down flush. I need to take a little bit, clean it out a little bit more. Right, that looks better. So I'm just gonna take it back out, put a little bit of glue on, and then glue it into place. Right, just gonna put a little bit of glue on this peg. I'll find some glue. And I'm just going to put a little bit on that peg. So carefully position it in, push it down without pushing on any of the other parts. So that looks square and in. No. Next, we're going to take this parachute and that assembly that we had from a previous issue as well, and this will go on the end, this part here. Let me just dry fit it. Just going to clean a little bit of the paint up on the lugs, I think. Can't get... Yeah. This one is a bit tight. So I'm just dragging the scalpel across it. Just remove some of the paint, none of the plastic. I see better. So I'm going to take it out, put a little bit of cyano on the lugs, and then glue it into position. I'll see if I can get it back out. Oh, here we are. And just a spot on that one. Then at the end of the table, push it in. Now I've cleaned it up. See, it fits in with the cutouts. Next, we're going to recover the floor assembly. I'm just going to clean out the paint out of the holes for where this assembly will fit down. And I'm just going to probably clean up the couple of the pegs. Here you can see there's a bit of a line, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Right, see how that now fits in. That fits in okay, actually. So I'm gonna take it out. Gonna put a bit of cyano on the pegs and then glue them in. Put a glue on the 4 pegs. And just locate one hole. Yeah. I'll just get it. Next, we recover the pilot seat, and if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 located lugs, and they will fit into these positions here. So I've dry fitted it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of cyano and pop them into position. Okay. So if I just locate the front 2 first, and the other should just follow suit. There we are. Just push down on that and square. Okay. Look at this pipework in the rear. Okay, so is that step complete? Coming in issue 12 is the wireless operator seat and back panel, the cushions, the hydraulic base and reservoir, and the railings and an assorted mount of screws.